We're going to have a look at some puzzles. These turn up quite a lot on SATs papers and they just take a little bit of getting used to because there's only so many puzzles that will appear on the paper and they are quite similar. Once you've done a few, you really do get used to them. So the first one I'm going to look at is an addition square. And with an addition square, you can see it's addition because we have an addition sign in the corner. And you have some numbers down here and some numbers across here. And what we need to do is start working across with this first number. Working across in the first square, I need to add this number to the number at the top of that column. So 46 add 21 is 67. Still working across, so I'm still with the 46, this number here, this is the 46 row. I'm going to add 32 because that's the number at the top. And you can do your working out at the side or underneath. You don't actually have to do it in the square because sometimes the squares are quite small and you've just got room to write the answer in there. I've done that row, so we'll move on to this row with 58 in it. So I'm going to add 58 to this number. 8 add 1 is 9, 5 and 2 is 7, so it's 79. And I'm going to add 58 to this number. 8 add 2 is 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So as long as you remember to work across so that each square in the 46 row is going to be 46 added to whatever's at the top. And then in here, 46 added to whatever's at the top. Next row, 58 added to whatever's at the top. 58 added to whatever's at the top. Let's try another one of those. So again, we have a grid and I can see that it's addition because there's an addition symbol in the corner, which is telling me that these numbers must be added to these numbers. So I'm going to work across and the first row is adding 24. So the first box is 24, add the number that's in the top there. And again, you could do your workings at the side. So 9 and 4 is 13, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that one's 63. Working across still, so I'm still with 24. And this time I'm going to add this number. 4 add 3 is 7, 6, 7, 8. I've done that row. Now on to the 49 row. Working across, 49, add 39, and whenever I've got two-digit numbers and I've got a pen and paper, I might as well do column addition because it's much easier than trying to do it in your head. 9 and 9 is 18, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still working across, so I've got 49, and I'm going to add it to this number. 9 and 3 is 12, 6, 10, 11. I'm going to write one on the board now and copy it out and see if you can do it yourself and see if you get the answer right. So once you've copied it, pause the video and see if you can have a go. Okay, here we have an addition square. I know it's addition because it's got an addition sign in the corner. And that's telling me that I'm going to add these numbers to these numbers. So do it as I just showed you. Start with the 22 and work across, adding to those two. Then once you've done that, go on to the 33 and work across. So pause the video and have a go. Then start the video to see if you got it right. Right, let's see. Starting with the 22, I'm going to add it to the number at the top. 22 add 41 is 63. Still staying with the 22, going to add it to the number at the top. And the answer is 84. I've done the 22, now move on to the 33. 33 and the number at the top, 74. And 33 and the number at the top, 95. I hope you got that right. Let's have a look at a different kind of problem. Here we have a number square. Now this is different from the ones we were just doing. There's no addition sign. There's just some numbers written in. I have 11, 6, 4 and 15. And the idea is that I'm going to have to fill in the rest with numbers. So let's read the instructions. Make the rows, that's everything across, and the columns, so the ones going down, add up to 20. So that plus that plus that must equal 20, as must that one and that one. And then that plus that plus that has to equal 20. Those three will have to equal 20. And those three will have to equal 20. The first thing I look for when I'm doing sums like this is a row or a column that only has one missing number. So I want a row and a column that's got two numbers out of the three. So if I look at this column, there's two numbers missing. That's no good. If I look at this column, there's only one number missing. So that's a good place to start. I need it to add up to 20. What does it add up to at the moment? Well, at the moment it is 6 add 4. What does 6 add 4 make? So 6 add 4 equals 10. At the moment I have 10 in that column. So how many more do I need to get to 20? So I can just count on from 10 using my fingers. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And I find that I actually need 10. Now going on to the next column, there are two missing. So that's no good to me. I want a column or a row that only has one number missing. So let's try the rows. In the first row, there's only one number missing, so I should be able to work that one out. That's what I'm looking for. What have I got already? Well, at the moment, I have 11 plus 6. And 11 plus 6 is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I want it to make 20, but it only makes 17. So let's count from 17 to 20 and see how many more we need. 17, 18, 19, 20, 3. So that one's done. If I look at the next row, I've got two numbers missing, that's no good. Here, I've just got one number missing, so I should be able to fill that one in. So if you look at what we've got already, I have 15 add 4. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I have 19 in this row, but it needs to add up to 20. So how many more do I need? 19, 20. I need one more. And now as you can see, I can fill in this one because I've only got one number missing from this column. And in this column at the moment, I have 11 plus 1, which is 12. I need 20. So how many do I need to get from 12 to 20? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I need 8. And the final number, well, you can take your pick here. If I add 15 and 3, 15, 16, 17, 18, I can see that I'm at 18. I need to get to 20, 18, 19, 20. So put 2 in there. Once you've done the square, it's a good idea to just check that each one does indeed add up to 20. And in this case, I've just checked quickly and they all do. 11 add 6 is 17, 18, 19, 20. 10 add 8 is 18, 19, 20. 4 add 1 is 5, add 15 is 20. And going down, 11 add 8 is 19, 20. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They all add up to 20. So that's fine. Let's try another one like that. Here we have a slightly different problem. The question says, make the sides add up to 20. And we've got a diagram, a 3-sided triangle with spaces around the edges. And we've got some numbers in circles. What we need to do then is put these numbers around the triangle so that each side adds up to 20. So the best way to start a question like this is just to have a go. Use your pencil and do it really lightly so that if you make a mistake, it's easy to rub out. Or if you're not allowed to rub out, write it really small first of all, and then when you're absolutely sure you've got it right, you can write it in big so that the person marking your sheet can see which is your right answer. So I'm going to write them in really small just in case I make a mistake. And I'm just going to take the first number and I'm going to put it somewhere. Let's put it here. 4, and then I'm just going to do a little tick to say I've used it. So I can't use that again, I've used it. Now if I put 4 there, and then I don't know, we might as well take the next one. If I put 13 in there, how many would I have? 13 add 4, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That would give me 17, which means I would need 18, 19, 20. 3 more to make 20. Is there a 3? Yes, there is. Right, so we'll try that. 13 and 3. So that's 20. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's try this row here. If I put the 10 in there, that would give me 14. If I've got 14, how many more would I need to make 20? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I would need 6. There is no 6, so I can't put 10 there. If I put my 10 over here, that would give me 10, 11, 12, 13. How many would I need to make 20, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I would need 7. There is a 7. So I can put my 10 over here. There's my 10 and there's my 7. Now in this row, I could have put my 10 up here, couldn't I? But we've already decided that we don't have a 6 to make 20. So it has to go there. Then I've only got one number left. And it's 9. Let's just check that. 9 add 7 is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They all work. So I can write them in big. So the trick with a puzzle like this is just start and see what happens. But when you're writing your answers in, bear in mind that you might make a mistake because there is a bit of trial and error to it. So either write it in really faint so that you can rub it out, or write it in really small so that when you've decided what your answer actually is, it's easy to see which is the one that you want the person to mark. Okay. let's try one more different type of puzzle. This rather strange looking thing is called a function machine. And you might have seen these at school. They do turn up on your SATs papers. Sometimes it can be just a table, sometimes you'll have some weird drawing of some weird machine. But the key points to note are input, that's the number you put into the machine, and output, that's the number you get out of the machine after the machine has done whatever it's going to do. So have a look at this machine. It's going to add 4. So if I put a number into that machine, it will add 4 and then a number will come out. So if I put 3, if I input 3 to the machine, what number will be the output? What number will come out? 3 add 4 is 7. Input 3 into the machine, out pops 7 because it's added 4. So if I put 10 into the machine, what will come out? Well, 10 goes in, the machine adds 4, 10 add 4 is 14. Input 10, output 14 because 4 has been added. So whatever you input into the machine, it will do whatever it's going to do, and the output is the result of doing the machine's thing to your number. So just have a go. If the input is 6, what is going to come out? Pause the video and have a think. Okay, so if the input is 6, 6 add 4 is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The output will be 10. So I'm just going to draw a table that goes with this machine, and I want you to pause the video and just fill it in and see if you can work out what the inputs and outputs are going to be. So here's my input machine, drawn a little smaller. There's its little chimney with the smoke and its little wings type thing. What I want you to do is imagine I've inputted 4. What is the output going to be? Imagine I input 9. What is the output going to be? So pause the video and see if you can answer. Okay, let's see if you got it right. I input 4, the machine adds 4, so the answer 4 add 4 is 8. I input 9, the machine adds 4, 9 add 4 is 13. I input 6, the machine adds 4, 6 add 4 is 10. So I hope you got those right. Have a go at the questions on sheet number 4.